Hello everyone, welcome to Celebration Sunday. My name is Ruth Norton with Ruth's Stamping Corner, and I am so glad you are joining me today for Celebration Sunday for another fun look at some of our exclusive Celebration products. Today we're going to talk about the Penguin Place DSP. That is, here it is. It is the cutest DSP, and if you already have the Penguin Playmate or Penguin Place bundle on your wish list, you'll want to definitely get this DSP. So we're going to talk about that in just a second. Before we do, if you missed my Facebook Live last night, I did go live last night with with August's Paper Pumpkin, and I made those cards last night. You can check that out on my YouTube video or just scroll back through the page. If you want September's Paper Pumpkin kit, make sure you subscribe by September 10th. It's going to be 12 treat boxes, all fall themed, so make sure you join in on that if you want to get September's Paper Pumpkin. All right, so Celebration, we talk about this every week, but let's just go over it again because there's no use, or there's no harm in talking about it more and more. So Celebration, there are lots of ways you can take advantage of all the amazing Celebration offers. So there's the shopping side of it. With every $50 you purchase, you can choose a free exclusive item from this catalog. These items cannot be bought. You can only earn them for free. Most of them are a $50. You earn them with every $50. There are a couple that you earn with a $100 purchase, but that's how you get these products. Today we're talking about the Penguin Playmates. Like I said, we're going to talk about this bundle. Now, if you have a really long wish list and you really want to take advantage of Celebration, join my team. Joining Stampin' Up! It's such a good deal, especially right now. You're going to get to choose 125 in product for only $99, plus you can add any one of these 12 bundles to your starter kit for free. Now, when you purchase a starter kit, that means that you're a demonstrator. You'll also get a discount on your purchases, so then you can go back as a demonstrator, place an order, and then earn these Celebration products for free too. So you really get the best of both worlds, and you get your discount. So it's a fantastic deal. Joining my team, we have so much fun. It's so easy, and you get so much product. So don't wait. You can join my team now. You can, just gonna adjust my camera a little bit. You can send me questions, or just contact me for details. All right, guys, let's talk about this DSP. This is probably my favorite DSP in the catalog, or in the Celebration catalog anyway. Maybe not the entire catalog, but these little guys are so cute. Now the fronts of the images, or the fronts of the papers, all have these really fun, playful images. And this little guy right here, this little penguin, will actually coordinate with the penguin punch. And I'll show you that in a second. Otherwise, you can fussy cut all of these little creatures out, these little penguins and foxes and bears, snowmen. But if you don't like this side, if you're like, well, it's a little too cutesy, I don't really do that, look at the other side, you guys. It is gorgeous. There are fresh Freesia, like snowflakes, trees. This pattern, is good year-round. So is this one. Just gorgeous, gorgeous year-round pattern. So if maybe the penguin side doesn't appeal to you, don't dismiss this DSP right away, because the other side is just as amazing. Okay, so let me show you guys what we're making today. We have such a cute project today. I cannot wait to show you guys. So look at this cute little box. I've actually made 2 of these. So I'm going to show you 2 of these, and then we're going to make a 3rd one. So isn't it cute? So you can see that I used different pieces of all of those DSPs, and I just fussy cut all of these out. They really don't take that long. They're pretty simple images to fussy cut. They're like milk carton style boxes. We use the DSP on the side as well. And let me show you guys what's inside them. Oh, I'm so excited. Ready? Look, watch. There are little penguin socks inside them. Isn't that cute? So I just rolled them up, and then I just put them in the little box. So let me put these back, and I'll show you the gray ones. Now the penguin socks I found on Amazon. It was a package of 5 or 6. Here's the gray ones. Aren't they cute? They're just so cute. I love them. So when I saw these little penguin socks on Amazon, I was like, hello, I have to make a box with those. So you can get them on Amazon, and they will be linked on my blog. My blog post will be up a little bit later today. They'll be linked on my blog. But so I've made a Bermuda Bay one. I've made a gray one, a basic gray one. So today we are going to make a Calypso Coral one. Okay, so we have our little penguin socks. They came in a package like this. I still have a red one left, and I'm missing another color. I think it was a yellow one. I gave that one to my mom. But today we're going to use the Calypso Coral one. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the little label off. We don't need that. And then we'll set our socks aside for when we're ready to put them in our box. Okay, but to score our box, let's get our Simply Scored out. And this is a really good size box. If you don't have the socks, if you don't want to do the socks, that's okay. This is a great size box. It's pretty tall. It is, let me get my ruler out. I think it's about 3.5 tall and 2.5 wide. So it's a really good size box. So you'll be able to really fit some good treats in there. All right, we're gonna start on the short side. You need a piece of cardstock that is 10.5 by 7 3/4. And we're gonna start on the 7 3/4 inch side. And I'm gonna score it at 2, at 5.5, and at 7. And then you're gonna turn it so that this this line, this 3/4 inch line, the score line, is at the top. There's a bigger score line at the bottom, and then there's a shorter score line at the top. You want the shorter score line at the top. So on that 10.5 inch side, we're going to score it at 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10. Now without moving our paper, we're going to make a couple of lines to mark this. We're going to mark it at 3 3/4, and I am only going down to that first score line. So I'm only scoring down to that first 3/4 inch score line there. And then we're going to make one more line at 8 3/4, just down to that score line. Okay, we're going to put our Simply Scored away. We don't need that anymore. I hope you can see those little lines. They just went down to that first score line there. All right, we do have to do a couple more score lines, so I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool. I have my scoring end on this. And basically those lines that we made, we are going to score diagonally from the end of that line to the corners on both sides. So I'm going to start on that line, and then I'm going to line up my ruler into that corner. And I'm just going to score it diagonally, just like that. We're going to do it on both edges just to make the triangle. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. And that's going to give us our fabulous milk carton look. Okay, one more down to that corner. Okay, so that is all the scoring. So I hope you can kind of see that. I think you can kind of see that in the light. Okay, now grab your bone folder, and we are going to fold and burnish on all of the score lines that go all the way across the cardstock. Those little diagonal ones we're not going to worry about right now. We are just scoring on all of the complete ones in both directions. And make sure you use your bone folder. I mention this every time, but a bone folder, if you're making a lot of boxes, the bone folder is your secret weapon. It really makes for really crisp lines and really helps you out here. Okay, let's do some trimming. So I have my 1/2 inch score line on my right here, and all we're going to do, I'm actually going to grab my larger scissors for this, is we are going to cut up that score line there. And then I'm just going to notch in just a little bit on this side. And then just up here, I'm just going to notch in just a little bit. But that is all the trimming we're doing on this side, okay? I think my camera's like a little low. I think it's hard to get the whole piece of paper in view. Okay, now we're working on the bottom here. We don't have any more trimming to do on the top. That part is done. Working on the bottom here, I'm going to, let's see, let me make sure I do this right. This is going to be my front. Okay, so this is my front and my back. So starting from the right, we're just going to cut up those score lines there. There we go. And one more. All right, now I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer here because I just want a really quick cut. So let me bring in my paper trimmer. Now the sides that have those diagonals, that have those marks, those are going to be the ones we trim off. So I'm going to fold up the other ones. And I'm going to pick up my little arm here, and I'm going to line this up at 1. So this is folded, and it's lined up right at the 1 inch mark. These I'm going to make sure are laying flat, and we're just going to cut those in half. We're just cutting off a little bit of extra bulk, and that will help our box just go together. There won't be so much bulk along the bottom. All right, now just go through and just notch in the little sides. And that way, if there's any kind of mistrimmings or anything, they'll just fold right into the box. Again, these are always going to be on the inside. Nobody's ever going to see them. So even if they're a little wonky, it really won't matter. Okay, and that is all of the trimming. So I hope we can get all of that on camera. So this is how we scored it. This is that 1/2 inch line over here. We've trimmed up these. These are the same that we scored that triangle on. And that's basically it. Really simple trimming. All right, now let's get our adhesive going here. Actually, you know, before we do that, let's put our DSP on. I think it's easier to do that before we adhere everything. So the DSP, so I have all of this in the video description, all the measurements of this. So you're going to need 4 pieces that are 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. And then you're going to need 2 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 1 1/4. So we're going to adhere all of that down. So let me grab my Stampin' Seal and we'll just go through and adhere all that down. I'm using that Misty Moonlight striped pattern on this side. And just adhere it down. You can use any glue you want, of course. I love this. I love this paper so much. I've gone through an entire pack of it already. I've had to order more of it. So the patterns and the colors are just so phenomenal. All right, one more piece. Last piece here. Up here on this one. All right, so we've left those, the ones where we did the triangles, we left those blank. Those are going to go inside our box. All right, now let's grab some tear and tape. I'm going to put some on this side, this little 1/2 inch tab right here. You can use any strong adhesive. You can use Stampin' Seal Plus, whatever you want. This is going to be our front. So I'm going to put just a couple of lines of tear and tape on this one. Okay. All right, let's get to assembling. This is pretty easy once you get all the scoring all done. Okay, so we're just going to fold that with the adhesive up, and this will just fold right over. Everything should meet up perfectly. Isn't that great? All right, now these should just kind of fold right into place. You can kind of just pinch them, and they should just fold right into place. But before we get them really adhered down, let's get our box closed up on the bottom. I'm going to peel off my tear and tape. There we go. Just kind of match that up on the bottom. It won't go all the way to the edge here, so I hope you can see that, but we're just putting socks in here. Nothing too heavy, so we don't need a super heavy box. All right, there we go. And see, it just pinches closed. Those score lines will just naturally do what we've asked them to do with those score lines, so super fun. All right, which way is my back? This is my front. So let's get our little socks in there. Super fun gift. What a cozy little gift you can give to somebody. Just roll them up and they'll fit right in there, just like that. Now I've taken a clip. We don't have these in the catalog anymore. These are retired. This is just a gold clip. I've tied some of the shimmer organdy ribbon on it just to keep it closed. That way you don't have to rip the box apart to get to the treat. This one, on the gray one, I just used a clothespin. So you can just use any kind of clip you have. And you can even just punch some holes in the top and just thread some ribbon through and tie it. You don't even have to use a clip. You can just tie it closed. Isn't that cute just already? It's so cute. Okay, but we have to make it even cuter. So let's work on the outside. So I've already cut a few, I've already pre-cut a few things. This is a Misty Moonlight scallop circle, and then I have a basic white circle. These are both from the Layering Circles dies. I've already pre-cut one of my little guys. This is from that DSP. I just fussy cut him. I have a scrap for our greeting, a scrap of white for our greeting, and then I have another piece of that DSP. So let's get out our punch, our little penguin punch. That is so cute. And we're gonna just slide him in here. I should have left some more paper to hold on to him. But we'll just line him up. Get him nice and lined up just like that. You can see how perfectly he fits in that punch. I'm gonna punch him. Perfect. Now for our greeting, I'm going to pull in the Penguin Place stamp set. This, you can get this bundled in the mini catalog, or this can be one of the free bundles you add to your starter kit if you want to get the starter kit. All right, so on my small piece of white here, just on my scrap, I have the greeting that says, "To the coolest friend ever." And I'm just going to stamp that right onto my white piece in Calypso Coral Ink. And then I'm just going to trim this out. I'm just going to grab my scissors and I'm just going to trim it real close to the words on both sides. There we go. And then on the ends here, I'm just going to angle it a little bit, just like that. Okay, so see, super tiny, but it's going to be so cute. All right, now before we start assembling everything, I do want to add a little bit of texture to my white piece. So let me move some of my stuff out of the way. Let me bring in my boxes so you can see. On this one, there's some little stars behind them. And on this one, there's like a crosshatch. There's some little lines on there. So the embossing folder that I'm using is from the mini catalog. It's the star-crossed embossing folder. It's cut in half diagonally, and half of it is stars and half of it is those fabulous little lines. So I think we're gonna go with stars again because I just love the stars. So I'm pulling in my big cut and emboss machine for this one. You need the big one for this, and then you just need 2 cutting plates. I have plate number 1 and then I have 2 number 3s. And the circle will line up perfectly just right in that star section. So I only have the circle in the stars, just like that. We'll put this plate on top and then we'll run it through. And if you want the little crosshatch lines, you can just line up the circle on that side. This is such a fun embossing folder. I've been using it more and more, and it is just so much fun. All right, so there are all of our stars. Aren't they cute? All right, now it's just a matter of assembling and sticking this all together. So a little bit of adhesive on the back of our white piece. That's going to go on our scallop circle. Let me grab some dimensionals. I'm going to put these guys on with dimensionals. So let me put a few on him and a couple on the bear. Pull off all of our backings. I'm going to put the bear on first. I'm going to put him off to the side a little bit. And the little penguin, I'm going to put one more dimension on the back of his head because he's going to be 2 layers thick up here. I want him to sit flat. So he's just going to go right in front of the little bear just like that. So cute. All right, finally our little greeting. I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid glue for this. You can use glue dots if you want. I'm just going to stick this right along the bottom there. To the coolest friend ever. And then we're going to bring back in our box. Couple of dimensionals right on our box. The circle will hang over a little bit, so you don't want to put dimensionals on the back of your circle because they might hang over. This will go right on our box, just like that. That's it. Isn't it cute? Such a fun gift, and it's just such a cute gift. And the socks were pretty affordable. I think it was 5 or 6 pairs for only like $10. So it's a really affordable gift if you wanted to make a bunch of these to give to friends and family this winter. Such a fun little gift. Now, we talked about how you can get this by earning it, but if you did want to purchase that starter kit and you wanted to get the supplies to kind of make this, let's talk about what you would put in your starter kit. This is just a suggestion. You can put anything you want in your starter kit. So for the starter kit, of course, if you're going to make a lot of boxes, you're going to need a Simply Scored. And then you're going to want, of course, the layering circles dies, the star-crossed folder that we used, the penguin bundle. Of course, you're going to need this for in your starter kit because you're going to want to make this. You're also going to want some tear and tape, some organdy ribbon, and then everybody always needs rhinestones. So this is about $125 in product. So this could be an example of what you put in your starter kit. Now with Celebration, you're going to get to choose a free bundle. So if you love punch bundles, why not choose that Peaceful Deer bundle? This bundle you can get for free, so this would also be included in your kit, or you can choose any other bundle you wish. So that is just an example. You can purchase a starter kit. You can message me, let me know if you want to get it. I'd love to talk you through it. If you have any questions, let me know. I am so glad that you guys were able to join me again for Celebration Sunday. Let me bring back in our cute projects here. And this will be up on my blog probably in about an hour and a half or so. I just need to finish up a few things. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you're watching this on Facebook, please share it with your friends. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I will be back on my business page on Wednesday, I think at 10 a.m. Our times had to change because of the kids' school schedule, but I should be back at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, so you can find me on my business page there. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.